The Housekeepers by Alex Hay, published by Headline, and this is a mystery, a novel that is set in 1905, Mayfair in London, so just on Park Lane. And at the end of the book, the author says that he modelled the house in this book on a set of sumptuous buildings that got flattened to make way for the Dorchester Hotel. As the novel opens, there is an invitation at the front of the book, and it is to a costumed ball to be held on the 26th of June in 1905 at this particular property. And the invitation has been issued by Mr. de Vries. Now, Mr. de Vries has just passed away, and it's singularly inappropriate that she should be holding a costume ball, but she doesn't seem to care. And so all the lords and ladies of the realm are going to attend. There are going to be royalty and just generally a lot of posh people. He describes this building, it's full of marble, it's full of eccentricities, it has stuffed animal heads, it has valuable paintings, carpets, silverware, jewellery, and it goes over several stories. So it is a lush building. Mrs. King has been sacked, and she was the housekeeper, and she has in mind a plan that will enrich herself, but also perhaps just get her own back on the way things have been going. She goes off to East London to meet with a Mrs. Bone. And she is a hustler. She can get anything sorted. She's quite difficult to get under her skin, but she's quite a character. She then goes on to discover Hepzibah Grandcourt and asks her to take part. Now, this woman is an actress, and she can just sort of meld herself into any society and take on the persona of anyone she chooses, a very useful person. Then there are the two Janes, who are trapeze artists, and so she has a group of women who are going to carry out a heist on this immaculately beautiful, stunning property. And they are going to help themselves to all sorts of things whilst the rich and famous are busy having a ball in rooms other than the rooms they're going to be in. And this is going to take quite some arranging. Mrs. King is busy pulling together all her grifters, her team, who are going to carry out this very stunning heist. Will they get away with it? Now, the author brings to life London as it must have been then through smells, whether they're rank smells or perfume smells. But that is a very sort of strong thread that goes through the book, that your olfactory nerves are stimulated by the way he writes things. So we have a good sense of London, of the people in London, and just of society. And this book is kind of like a mix between Fingersmith. You could have a sense of upstairs, downstairs. There's a bit of Ocean's 8, someone has described this whole storyline as. So it's a melding of different, quite familiar themes that make this a very readable, fairly fast read, and enjoyable book. So if you're looking for something that's just a bit different, then The Housekeepers by Alex Hay is a very enjoyable and quite unusual read set in the early part of the 20th century.